Hey, that's so powerful.
Let me know you about it. Have you speaking another language by the end of the night?
I like this song.
I love it. Why? When you hear that song so early, you not come outside and dance. Then you will leave out to the podcast.
I like this song.
I just see that song on the stage. That's it. You better come outside. Check the lingo.
Huh?
I said I'm ready when y'all are.
I'm ready. She ready too.
Shout out to Sarah Shoe, man. I was Grammy nominated. Go ahead, Papa. That was fire. Hello.
That was a good song.
It was, right? It's such a good song. That song can spin my hair around. I can a fool. You want to watch me working out? I can feel how you like, bro.
I love working out to African music.
I'm telling you.
I only jog to African music.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Sometimes I listen to some rap, but normally, most of the African music I can jog to.
Music, Afro beats, Liberian music. Miss Faith.
Yes.
They say if we catch one mustard seed a day of you, everything we can move mountain. That's what God said.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get fed a mustard seed, you can move mountain.
Yeah.
Hey, Aja.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
You guys got 2 minutes. Okay? This won't be your.
Okay.
So when you speak into the keyboard directly,
Please help me put the
Back
beautiful book in the thing.
are you hot?
No, I'm good. I promise I'm good.
You look gorgeous.
Do I look oily?
You look gorgeous. You are glistening in all the right places.
Go look in the camera. In the mirror?
If you think you do.
I'm good.
I think it's better to look moisturized.
There you go. I'm ready, y'all.
Because you eat.
We ain't take a shot together though. We
Yeah.
all just we all took our sips separately.
I'm looking forward to a shot.
That's crazy.
No, whatever you probably, but then I can do that to my whole inside breathing me right now.
You're supposed to mix it.
You're supposed to put at the stuff. You just started. You ain't finished.
Do you want some Canada Dry? I'm putting my mouth on it.
Please. Oh, I put it in my throat and I forgot. What did you put from the glass in the cup the first time?
That was the hams. I drank smart.
I thought it was some kind of iced tea you brought prior to mix with the vodka.
Straight iced tea.
Blood of Mary, my throat. You see what I'm talking? Don't take no. So
I don't want it.
Oh, you see that fiend jacking on your forehead, Shannon, after you took that shot? It did. It just pop up.
Mic check.
Testing 1, 2, yeah.
Oh yeah. Boom.
Boop.
Boom shakalaka.
Thank you, Lord. Thank God for good-looking people. They get on hard side sometimes in this life. You know, people think that it's easy to be good-looking. Understanding people, especially if you get hairline like that.
Hey.
Boy. A pink lip on top. T. Crystal, why are you choking me? Your life be difficult in some scenarios.
My leg easy.
No, seriously. Tell me, everybody carefree you go, they meet, they can accuse you. Tell me I'm lying.
You lie.
Okay.
Nobody looking for me.
Okay.
Nobody is looking for me.
Interesting.
Eli,
I know.
Me? Somebody looking for me.
Okay.
What I can say.
Really a chill dude. Mama Bennett.
That man, I dude.
I'm a chill guy.
No, I tell you,
You know?
No, but shout out to the LEA. This is your host. Yes, the bubble bus. This is one half of your host. So get ready to see their face. So their face will be all over. Huh? No, the main station, main live.
Oh, by then? All right.
Oh, okay. Well, but shout out to you though.
Yeah, man, you know.
Shout out to you.
It's great. Can't wait. It's going to be a good night.
Okay, I can do my video. Let me tell the people in there too. I here with you. Go ahead. Let's go drop it. Talk your niceness. Talk your niceness.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Next week, April 25th, we'll be in D.C. for the Liberian Entertainment Awards. I am one of the hosts, Playboy August. I'll be alongside Mary Love.
Yeah.
Come check the vibe.
He's joking.
The welcome party, the after party. If you let to go out to the party, then they got a what's Sunday, the brunch, the day party. You know, come out. But the main grand event is the award show, and it's gonna be beautiful. I'll be looking handsome, beautiful,
Very handsome,
sharp, tantalizing, anything you want to call it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, come out, come have a good time, and I'll be all the way.
And I'll be all the way.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was here too. I just want to let you know I was here looking tantalizing as well.
Yeah.
You get me? All right, we also you're not military listen because at the end of the day, and you like bring you'll be embarrassed too.
All we got.
Mm-hmm.
So
I said it.
Got pop out.
Yeah, in my own. Yeah. I want to see you at something.
I used to be at things.
I'm going to campaign next year because if I'm gonna go, I feel like if I'm gonna go, I want to go and see people that I want to see. So I'm gonna harass you until you say come on, because I don't want to just not go and then see people I don't care to see. I want to see you there.
Okay, I'll make sure I attend at least one of them.
Even girl 1 hour at something will be happy.
Okay, well,
we take one picture, you know, we'll put it on the internet and say, oh, that kind of people they can beat to the play.
Yo.
My kid have to explain to my Nigerian friend why I want it, they can be looking for. But we get fun at bring with me. They can make sense.
Okay.
It will be fun, man. You even got to explain to them, say, we'll see for that set.
No, I got to talk to my people now.
It will be fun.
I like brunch, so I'll do the brunch.
Yeah, I think it's like I think brunch day party, something like that, on Sunday.
On Sunday.
So, yeah.
That's such a DC thing to do.
Yeah, I love brunch. I like to be inside before like 11.
Okay, I bet. Ray, going. What's up, guys?
Hello?
We are back. We are back. We are in the fries. You know what I'm saying? We here today. It's me, Playboy August, aka Mr. Handsome. You already know what's going on. Got the wonderful. Call your name, man. I love your voice. Funny. You know, I never told you that. Your voice is just when you talk, it's just butterflies and songs and they come up. It fits. Your voice fits. It fits the description. A sunny day with rays and sun.
Don't believe me. You know the people in the voice and they thank you. Thank you very much. I am Thomas Sumpon, okay? And I am so excited to be in the fries, baby.
Let's go.
People call me, I answer. I'm like, I will drop my ones and twos. The pepper color sometimes will be sweet, sometimes will be spicy. But okay, because I bring weight and we in the fries. So welcome.
Boom! So, you know, we have a special guest here with us. We're gonna have a good conversation, and she's gonna broadcast something very great. You know, I don't want to put out a last
name. Needed.
You know, some people they don't like when you call out their last name, but I got Miss Faith with me. If you want to call your last name, you can do
try?
that. Dougie, because it start with a Y.
Yeah, it start with F-O.
No, okay, I seen a Y. My fault. No, I think I can pronounce it.
Yeah,
go ahead, try.
You got it.
Welcome. We have Madam Faith Fayiah.
Yay.
Fayiah.
Fayiah.
Fayiah. Fayiah?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Faith Fayiah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Faith Fayiah with us. Yeah. And then I thought, because when I see
Fire.
Yes.
Yeah, well, what did I say? Fire.
Yeah, that's
Fire.
Fire?
Yeah.
Fire?
I said fire.
Yeah, not like Tona fire you about fire. I seen a while. I thought for some odd reason I thought because when I was looked at the front a little bit before I got into the book, so I just watched in my head. But
Key C, right?
Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shout out to crew, paper. Hello.
Yeah, crew.
I ain't gonna lie, like I really love when I meet other crew people.
Yeah,
Cause
we
I'm big on
celebrate.
I'm big on my tribe.
The whole really? Okay.
I'm a crew
So
man.
All of
crew people.
us. Okay.
I see it, miss.
I mean, yeah, same.
I know.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
clan, same
See?
Southeast. You know.
Crew.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading to our history and it said we were the fighters.
Yeah, of course.
definitely.
I love that.
We
I love
refuse.
that.
You know, it's
I
like
love that.
when you see some of those things in the movies with people jumping off the ships and rather kid ourselves to go into slavery, like that's us. You know, we play
Fight
a
back.
little.
We're
Yeah,
not
we
just
fought.
gonna submit to...
Yeah, we ain't want to submit, and you know what I'm saying, we're very strong-minded people. You know, we got a little stereotype on us now.
Yeah, because we need therapy.
They say they say we hot, we like we argumentative, we never back, and which is true.
Mm-hmm.
But I like that stereotype. I like it. I like that when you see crew people, you think, oh, that man, he's strong. Yeah, he's strong. If
you know how many times that thing has saved me. I feel like most people don't try me because they feel like I could get, right?
I love it.
And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try me though. But I can use their ones.
I'm actually happy you think my head high.
Yeah.
So that means you are not.
Gotta correct.
Yeah, you gotta come correct. I love that.
Correct.
I know for me in a lot of like my environments, people be like, Faith, I don't know how to address you, like how to come up to you. So it's like they hesitate before they talk to me. And I kind of like that. It kind of gives me this role that's like powerful. That's like, okay, come correct before you talk to me, or at least come with your facts.
For sure.
See, God is good.
So I like that.
So that's why sometimes they say the girls with the stinkest face is the nicest ones. Yeah.
I never.
You never heard that? Mm-mm. The girls that got a little strong face and you can.
Oh, the ones that be looking mean.
Yeah, that's the stink face. They be the nicest girls.
Actually,
to know.
Okay, yeah. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I agree.
You agree?
Innocent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Faith.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Miss Fayiah.
It feels good to be in
Miss
Liberian business.
Il a pris people pizza. Yeah, man, you eat the fries.
You eat the fries, man.
You are officially into the kids or the people business.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, help us introduce yourself, Miss Chocolate Drop.
Okay. My name is Faith. I was born in Liberia, raised in Philly. I worked as a social worker for 5 years, and now I'm Air Force. So...
Ooh, you one of the military baddies, girl. I know a few of them.
Oh, yes.
You too heavy lifting.
I have to. I'm under contract, so I got to stay fit.
Okay, that's what's up.
Possible.
That's what's up.
Okay.
That's dope. I've thought about, sometime. I don't know if I'll make it there. But yeah, that's what's up, though. You can go ahead. I'm sorry, Tommy.
No, I wanted to ask because the balance. Because if you don't say nothing, I would never think anything about what you just said.
Okay.
So military and all this right here, like, what's the balance? How do you balance both of them? And then how do it really help you, what you're doing?
I guess I can just say more so like why I joined.
Let's start there.
Can that like answer your question? So I joined pretty much for the benefits to get my master's because they pay for that. And then also for the VA loan, which will help with housing. And we know the housing prices out of this world right now.
Yeah.
But when it comes to balancing, do you mean just like my personal life? Okay. When I'm at work, I'm at work. I go to work. I do what I need to do. When I'm off the clock, I am myself. I'm dressed up. I'm going outside. I'm traveling. I'm being loud. I'm being, with my friends. I'm socializing. But at work, it's strictly business for me. That's just how
what work looks like. Give us a day in the life of you.
Oh,
what that look like?
So I can't speak too much on our missions, but I can say that...
And you tell you gotta kill us type of thing, we know.
I can say that it is pretty hands-on. My job is air transportation, and that's public information, so anyone can look that up and see what we do. But it's very straightforward. We just upload vehicles and cargos and stuff onto the aircraft, so...
That's
my day starts...
Nephew with you?
No, that's another
like
thing.
The only one?
I could not find a single Liberian when I joined the Air Force. They were all Ghanaian. They were all Liberian, Ghanaian or Nigerian.
Oh, wow.
I felt lonely. I did. Because I'm just like, I can't even put my accent on small because everybody looking at me like, it was hard. I could not find out one Liberian. I was like, no way.
Oh.
Basic training, I'm looking for another Liberian. Tech school, I'm looking for a Liberian. None.
Oh.
Now that where I'm based at, no Liberian that I've seen.
Okay.
I'm in a DC area, but it's like if I go outside, of course I'll find them.
Oh, yeah,
but on the base and stuff, nope.
How can more Liberians join that if that's something they want to do? Because one of the things I realized about other culture is just the sharing of information.
Yeah.
Within our community, is a lot of blockage and holding on to it if it's not in your family. But I think because other cultures really share basic information, like if a Nigerian know how to get into that post office, forget it.
Yeah.
Everybody they are coming. Pronto. You understand?
Yeah.
So how do we, get into something like that? Like, how do you even find out?
Well, I guess I'll be the first one to say that the Army is not the only branch in the military.
That part.
There is the Air Force, there is the Navy, there is Coast Guard. There's so many other branches. Now, I mean, honestly,
Blooper.
okay, it's okay. I mean, you can simply just use your phone to search up recruiters near me, Air Force recruiters. You could either go active duty, that's full time, or you could go guard, that is just 1 weekend month you have to report for work. But yeah, just walk into the office, tell them what you want. Like, hey, I'm in medical. I want to be in medical in the Air Force. And they'll be like, okay, this is the score you have to get, and we can get you in. So 9 times out of 10, they won't deny you for it. Just make sure your record is okay. And yeah.
You have to be an upstanding citizen.
Just a little
bit. Yeah.
Before they go put all the other thing in your hand, you go press chocolate.
Yeah.
People then say that, they say Trump said, can we put us in draft?
No comment.
My people.
No comment.
God help us.
They said,
Jesus, come on now.
I think the max age is 25. So,
Yeah.
Come on, Jesus.
Ain't nothing gonna happen though. But when I seen that, I'm like, wow. Have we really reached these times again that we gotta get drafted? But yeah, you can go ahead though.
Well, so a lot of us are afraid of PTSD and you hear military. For me, I'm ignorant to that part. I appreciate, I understand it, but I'm ignorant in the sense of when I hear Army, police, like I really can't even date somebody in that field. My anxiety will not allow me to do that. So are you a mother?
I'm not a mother, no.
Okay. Are you married?
I'm not.
I'm sorry to be your business.
Okay.
You're just too fine for me not to ask. I had to.
It's okay.
I gotta stop knocking the pesky Chloe. I mean, care. Come on now. With that, what do you tell somebody, especially mental health wise, because that's a lot of our fear? How did you go from military to mental health and now here?
Okay, that was like 2 questions.
Yes.
One. Okay. So, all right, PTSD and the military. So before I joined, that was my fear of telling my mom, like, hey, I'm going to join the military. I wasn't asking her. I wasn't really looking for her opinion. It was like, hey, I'm joining the Air Force, and this is the reason why I'm joining it. But I was scared to tell her because I was like, this is someone that went through the war. We came here during that time. So I'm like, this lady's going to be scared.
Yeah.
Like, she'll take this to the church. She'll tell the church people, my daughter won't come go fight for the country. Yeah, she won't go kill herself. I don't know why she's doing that type of thing. She already went to school, so why she won't go do it for it? So it's just like, I thought about that. But my reality is I'm going to go into somewhere, I'm going to ask questions. Every question that came to my mind, I asked that recruiter. I wanted to know, hey, am I going to get, like, how frequent am I going to get deployed? Is this a combat unit? Because if you're not in a combat unit, if you get deployed, you're most likely not fighting. You're not going to war. You have to understand the military is an environment like the outside world. We have police, we have firefighters, we have nurses, we have doctors. They just have a uniform on. They're just servicing that population. So that's the only thing. So, like, don't be scared. Any job that's out here in the civilian world is in the military.
Information is what's key.
Seriously.
Information is key. I'm never going to go, but if I would choose to go, that just make me feel a whole lot better. You know what I mean?
What you are out here in the civilian world, you can be that. If you want to work with children, you want to be a teacher or whatever, we have that. They have
Yeah.
that. Just find a branch that works for you. Now, if you want to be Navy, you're on your own. But
Yeah.
I would say if you
what's up
want
with the
to,
Navy?
no comment. But I feel like if you want a more respectable experience, definitely go Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to the Air Force
We
and
care.
all the men and women
You
serving. Our beautiful America, keeping us safe. Shout out to you and thank you so much. Let's get into this therapy thing because one thing I know about our country, Liberia, we have been through it all. And one thing we need right now more than anything is this therapy. So it's so refreshing to see a lot of us getting the help, recognizing we need the help, and then we have professionals and people like you helping us to get it right. So let's talk about that. This beautiful book right here.
So I do want to clarify that I'm not a therapist yet. I'm not licensed, but I do have a bachelor's in social work, so I can provide just some information on the system.
Right.
You know, I could give you little tips and tricks on that and utilizing resources in the community. So that's pretty much my main focus. As far as therapy, honestly, I would recommend everybody take like 5 therapy sessions.
Yeah.
Hey, like 5. I'm telling you, the first time you go in there, just
sit down.
Yeah, just sit down and listen. The second time you go in there, just talk about your day. Don't even let your therapist talk. The third time, you'll start to gradually see changes. You'll start to open up more. And I think it's a safer space than, no offense, like calling your friend up and venting. Because that friend has no choice but to pick a side.
Yeah, because especially the way friendship are going these days, you need your therapist. Don't call your friend.
So. Yep.
Because nothing will stay between you. I promise. We're going to hear it on the fries.
Not even that. I feel like your friend is kind of forced to pick a side, and that side will be your side.
Yeah.
Because God forbid the friend be like, oh, no, you're wrong. Boom. Now we got, now we got issue because how dare you? But if you have a therapist, that's a mediator. That person don't know you from anywhere. That person don't know,
and they can't share. They're not allowed to
that too. So
share
it's
anything.
a safe space.
So, yeah, I guess it's safe.
Yeah.
I never thought about going to therapy.
You should. 5 sessions.
5 sessions. Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
I went, I've been, and I'm going to keep going. Because there's so much happening in the world.
Yeah.
And for a lot of us who are high-functioning creative people, I advise you do it. Because when you have, like for me as an actress, I go through phases and stages after a role where I have to find myself again and remember I'm not that character. We are not taught that in our African Nollywood spectrum of filmmaking. So a lot of us fall ourselves victim into these ideas and these lifestyle. We force ourselves and we put ourselves in trouble. So that's just even a medium of where you can go to therapy.
Yep.
You understand me? So they can remind you and be able to get back on your track. But also as a nation, we need therapy because a lot of our men, a lot of our boys are still stuck. And thank God Jim is here with this. We're stuck. And we need
I was
therapy.
actually looking forward to talking to him.
Yes.
I love a good debate. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I love
the women.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to.
Yeah.
I had some questions
He
for him.
loved believing in women.
I had questions for him.
It's actually funny to me.
No
problem. We gotta talk about these women. We gotta talk about these women, man. I'm like, yo.
So, like, when I was watching a lot of y'all podcasts, he would say things like, oh, everybody thinks I don't like women. Or like, women think I don't like them. And all right, I'm gonna put myself out there. But that's how my friends would be like, oh, Faith, I don't think you like men. Because I'm so combative. And I ask so many questions and I don't know, I'm just very combative when it comes to them. So I feel like I wanted to sit down with him because now y'all would have like 2 forces that are like, we're trying to figure out
part 2
where our disconnect is.
Stay ready. I got you, sis.
I think we're definitely in times where like men and women are definitely clashing, but I think it's over a lot of stupid stuff. I mean, when I sit back and look at it, it's like, does this shit even matter?
No, see, I get the clash, right? But I got a different view. We are in the era where women are able to ask certain questions. Men are able to answer those questions without feeling like if I say your feelings would be hurt. So a lot of times they come out seem very harsh and because they're no longer sugarcoating some of the things that we already know. Like, for example, a girl would know that you don't like her. You have like 5, 6 different girlfriends. But the day you tell her that, or the day she find you cheating, now she's rolling and calling her girlfriend, they're putting curse and hex on you.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
My focus don't necessarily be on like men ways in that way. It'd be so much like, what do you, I hate to say what do you have to offer, but it's like, what do you come with? Because a lot of guys present themselves in a certain way. Like they'll probably come to you with like, oh, I could take you anywhere. Oh, you are my wife. Oh, they'll do this, that, and that for you. But after
That's
3
what
months,
I don't do.
after 3 months, it's like, like where you couldn't maintain that, but you came to me with that. So you can't be mad at me. You understand? Because as a woman, you know, and you saw me, you liked what you saw. So I'm maintaining that image. I'm going to come to you looking pretty, looking good, looking dressed up. I'm going to be submissive. I'm going to be all these things for you because that's how you came on to me in the beginning. So after 3 months, don't fall short now. No,
I'm on her side.
No,
don't fall short.
I'm on her side. For me, right, I'm a realist on both sides. This is true. There's a sweet balance, right? When everybody do it the right way. But let's be real. Just as we go in with the lashes, the hair, the thing, and the that, and 3 months later, we be falling off. If he says the same thing now, what we gonna do?
I feel like as a guy, it's a little different. I mean, for me, I'll speak for myself. Like me, there's no way I'm gonna approach a young lady and just act like I'm about to, oh, they wanted to you my left. I'll get no.
But that's not how it is. You know,
that's game though for men. That's
exactly.
game.
Most of the
it's game, but then again, my man, you gotta cut your what's it? According to your measures.
Yeah.
So if you know you can't make it, keep quiet and just be who you are.
Where those things happen.
Just be who you are.
Also up to the women.
But the question I ask is,
it is, and that's why. And that's why you shouldn't.
Doing it for though. They're not doing it for us. They're doing it for other men. That's why you shouldn't humble yourself.
If you keep it a buck with a woman, this is who I am. This is what I'm getting into. Now it's up to you. You want me? Fine. You not want me?
Bruh.
That's it.
Okay, so I have a question, right? This new era of things that we're doing here right now, and the generational to come, generation, right? Generation to come, right? How are we going to do it? Because right now it seems like the men and I want to be with the women they want to be with the sad. Everybody don't know what they want to do. Some people they're looking for the battles, the married people, they're cheating by the single people.
You know what it is? It's
how we going to build this generational thing and cut it off?
I think
it takes discipline.
I don't think it's, I mean, yes, but on like a whole scale, it may not stop. Because it ain't start here. It didn't start that not to dating.
But my whole thing is,
I think what just is in our face more. It does, and we will have people on this planet that will have that discipline. But it's a large majority that they just might be stuck in their ways. That I just think when it comes to dating people, you just gotta date somebody that agree. Yeah. If you don't like this, I swear.
You be somebody that's like, oh,
agreeing is
I do you.
Agreeing is the best form to be together. That's what I think.
Yeah.
If you think, oh, I want my left to be like this in the future, and the man said, I kind of want to live like this, not work.
It's not going to work.
That's true.
And now, you know, the crazy part for a lot of women, right? We're all having to follow this same blueprint of the type of guy we're expected to have because we want to not do the couple picture, we want to do the all of that stuff. So the guy that you see 20 guys every day, but for whatever reason, none of them will fit your profile. Right? And then we're not realistic because we have other things. We got the filter, the lashes, the beat up, the face up, so we're not, you're not realistic on the type of guy you can attract. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But even some men are not realistic.
Be something else. No, and that's the thing, because if, like, look at you, the kind of girls that will like you, opposed to the guy who not have your, it's not the same.
Top. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video and you got people back home abroad, we'll stick to back home in Liberia, please use Tap. It's very easy. Your first time using Tap, sending money to Liberia, okay? You will get $10 back. And I know you guys like free tina. Please utilize free tina. You know we love free tina now.
Yes.
Utilize this free tina. Tap, send. All right? It's very easy, straight to the point. one of the best, maybe the best. Tap, tap, send. Tap in, please. Cold fries 10. Don't forget it for your lid. Something back.
Do it.
Don't
Do
forget it. Don't forget it.
do
I want to ask a question off our little
Mm.
question board because, you know, I see this right here and I skimmed through it and this can help. I think you just need when you're ready, you go to one fine Sunday, just pass it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's when I think what I liked in it was the Q&As. And I don't know, like my mom, she likes to doodle. She likes to just write and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if she was to read it, she would answer off of it. But like just going off of that, I want to ask, right? What does utilizing resources mean? Like, what is like utilizing resources? What does that mean to you? Like, because you could literally this is a resource, especially for our Oma there, our Papi there, even for us, we could use that. I think everybody could use it. Like, what does that mean to you?
It just means using what's available to you, using what's around, what's free, but using it in a mindset that you're going to have to work for it too.
Yeah.
So like if you want to achieve a certain thing, let's just think about like school, like high school. Let's say you had a science teacher and you're really interested in science, but the schoolwork is boring. That's a resource. Your teacher is a resource. Go to that teacher, ask them about their life. People like to talk about themselves.
Oh yeah.
You'll learn the path that they took. You'll learn their mistakes that they made. So you already have a head start right there. That's a resource. Now you connect with that teacher. You guys, they can literally become your mentor. That's how that starts too. So
I like how you said put it in the work because Exhibit A is in this TN. It says, what behaviors were considered normal in my household? Now, there's a lot of abnormal, unnormal shit that happen in African. Yeah, let's talk about it, yo. There's a lot of unnormal shit that happens. And now we talking about putting it in the work. You feel me?
yeah.
There is something that you would think is normal. You will go out and sit with some of your wet friend and Hispanic friend and tell them, yo,
Yes.
this what happened in my home. He gonna look at you like, what?
That's abuse.
So we gotta
That's
put in the work.
abuse.
Our parents gotta put in the work to change this. But one thing I would say though, I do think that that change will happen with the generation after them. Like, what's it? The millennials. I think they're a little after them. Because they're a little younger, right? They're in like, you know, their 30s, high 30s, low 30s, going to 40s. I think you guys have like a different mindset when it comes to parenting. Maybe some do, but I think that like the future generations, I think we're in good hands as far as parenting, especially coming from like a foreign background, whether if you're African, Caribbean, because a lot of this shit we had to go through, it really wasn't necessary
At all.
at all. Like, and I think we know that to the
The
yeah.
beating.
You know the part I used to give me?
There's some teens that going on right now. I think some people deserve flogging. But hey, if you don't want to do that, don't, because it's not necessary. But let's be frank. Some people deserve beating. I know some people in my
Spanking.
crowd. Somebody need to flog them. Yeah, so let's not look too harsh on beating because it helps. That's just me though. But yeah.
So, I cannot disagree. I rest my kids on the pizza.
I'm just saying, some people need that ass spanked.
I rest the part that I love about the book is that you can participate.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
there's
the
no
Q&As.
excuse.
Yeah.
You can just say, okay, I let her read. No,
Yeah.
you just read. You read it,
You're-
you read
yeah.
it, you answering questions.
Mhm.
Show the pages for me.
Like
and it is big. So you get to the book.
Yo,
going.
you
no,
can
like
see
these
it.
You can
questions
say, I got
really
my
matter.
glasses. Like there's literally no excuse. And if you got picture, if you want to read, even you look at a picture, you can understand, say you are in the war.
Yo.
Mm.
You understand me? You can understand it.
Let me one more. What survival fears do I think my parents carry? Which is crazy because I think some of them survival tactics definitely get pushed on us.
Of course.
That's why a lot
Like
of
this-
our parents
matters.
order.
It
Like,
matters.
Resources.
yeah.
So tell me one of the pivotal moments in your life
Mhm.
as a Liberian woman that helped you to get to this level where you're able to embrace your Liberian self and do
Oh.
something like this.
Okay. This is pretty long, but so I didn't get into the Liberian community until college.
Mhm.
My mom and stuff, my parents raised us very strict. So it was school, track, home, church on the weekends. That's it. Church, we used to go to like 4 services. So we're not getting home until 6:00.
Oh, wow.
My mom, when it came to friends, I would say my friends, it's like, oh, leave friend business alone. So it's like I was by myself most of the time. I knew, of course, some African people in like school and stuff. They were there, but I didn't hang out with them after school. At lunchtime, I was at the table, but I don't know. I was just always like to myself. So coming into the Liberian community in college, it came kind of as a shocker because with the African Americans, I feel like everything was very straightforward. Yeah. No offense. Sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but it was very straightforward. If someone didn't like you, they knew. You knew.
Everybody knew.
Even if y'all in the same space, you are, doing your own thing, having a good time. Yes, you will know. As far as like parenting styles, they have their own trauma. But when I came into our community, it was very hard for me to find people that I could look up to. It was very hard. But a lot of us shared a lot of the same experiences. We're like, oh, I'm feeling this way. When I feel depressed and I tell my mom, I'm literally getting yelled at because I'm depressed. I'm getting yelled at because I'm sad. I'm getting yelled at because I'm tired.
I tell you, and then people in Liberia, they're suffering. They will be in America and they're depressed.
And suffering. And then you have bills on top of it. You have other things going on.
Impossible.
I swear. So it was a mixture of that, like also looking at our parents, like my mom never took off from work. My mom could be sick. That lady's still getting up to go to work. God forbid if my mom got into an accident, cast on her foot, she'll go to work. She doesn't call out. She doesn't take a break. I'm like, dang. I remember the first time I saw my mom paycheck too. My first paycheck working part-time at Popeyes was more than my mom's. And I'm like, yo, mom, you get up every day. You go to work for these people. So I feel like our community really need to really start taking care of ourselves, like utilizing those resources because we have it. Learn to rest. Learn to go to therapy. Learn to be like take a break. Go to other people who are in places that you want to be. Talk to them. Get to know them. There's no shame in that. If you don't know something, find somebody that knows something.
Why do you think people are scared to ask for help?
Pride.
Yeah.
The fear of not knowing, the fear of having somebody know that you don't know something. Like, oh, they'll look at me like I'm dumb.
I couldn't be like that. I don't know. I'm a very curious person. I like to ask questions.
It's because when you grow up, the longer you stay inside of the culture, inside of the environment that has these different things we're discussing that traumatize other. So one of the questions you got to ask is, what is a Liberian? And when you're born in this country, when you grow up away from the continent, it's a different definition, and we all carry it. And sometimes my life look like your life. Our parents are more intentional of keeping us away from the community than embracing it. In you guys' time, you guys was born in the community. You embrace it first because we're in the era where you can do that. I couldn't do that in my high school time. I got bullied just for having the accent. So we had to be 7 or 8 of us in a small group to survive that day of being bullied. But the same school now, they celebrate. And I go to college and it's a different thing. So what it means to be a Liberian can hold us back sometimes, and they can really keep us stuck. You get what I'm saying? So we really have to do this particular work of therapy because we got to redefine some of those things because that the only way will get better. Because when we see other people do their work and they're succeeding and things are happening for them, we get angry sometimes.
And how are they doing it?
But when I ask, Ma, how you doing it?
Child.
We would never ask
it's
that
like
question.
A huge secret. And no, all they're doing is connecting, asking
it.
questions. Oh my God, sit down in the Nigerian group. The way they praise each other. Way they praise each other. Bro, I'll be there for you for your event. Oh yeah, I have a bro. I'll call him right now. The Liberian community is like, nobody wants to do that. Where's my love? And then you want me to show up and dress up for you? No. Where's my love outside of this? Where's my loyalty? Where's my respect outside of this? So I don't know, man. Our community, it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's okay. but we have to utilize what's available to us. Don't have no shame.
And that
Don't
that
have
part
it.
is that shame part is also a resource because we gotta start having more traffic. Traffic that when you don't really give it, because if we don't have more traffic to walk up to somebody and be willing to take that L, or you will
Yep.
not be better. You will not move forward.
You will stay in
Nobody
that
wants
same
to. Yeah,
position.
I think that's
Yeah,
nobody
nobody-
want to take an L for real.
You have to.
you
That's
got to.
life.
You got to, yeah.
That's life.
We got to.
Same way you make money, you go broke. You make money, you go broke. Come on. You don't know something, you ask, you learn something. Now you can go brag and say you know something new.
Yeah. And also for those of you who have left, those of you who are doing good, some of you who don't participate or even come around, no shade to you. I'm begging you on behalf of the collective. We need some more sensible people to put their hands up and say, hey, listen, I want to give back to the country, the community, because if we're not putting in our collective effort, because I done seen some Liberians in some rooms and I was shocked. But we don't even know these people are there. That's why you didn't have no mentor.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom being a Jay-Z right now, you know? So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very true.
So you guys got to come outside and help the people, man. We need to know you're here. You got to tap in.
Yeah, how
We
do
don't
y'all
see y'all.
feel about like people not embrace like holding that? I think like some people like you would definitely be out and not know. Not to say like you just supposed to walk around with
Right.
like written on your head,
Okay.
or like you in a room or something like that. You know, like for example, if I was again to a room, right, and I'm around different African people, or maybe around a couple of American stuff like that. But if I hear somebody talking, I hear a little colloquy, I'm going to you, or I'm a chime in smart, or I'm gonna hear you say something and let you see that I'm smirking, or I know.
Yeah.
But like some
Yeah.
people, they will not even. They're just, maybe that's just another Liberian, and it's like, my man, you if you see people in the room, my man, go ahead. I think a lot of people like to cover up the fact that they are where they're from. I feel like I've been around that before.
No,
Where like
I was actually that person.
Really?
I'll be very transparent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in the African American community, it's like, oh, this girl's African. She's Liberian.
Yeah.
She knows a lot about Africa. In my Liberian community, it was like, oh, look at that guy. She too Americanized. She know this. She know that. Like, so it was
that's
just
the
like,
battle. That's
it
you
was
know what?
like, well, who
I-
can I be? Who
I
should
feel
I
you.
be?
Oh yeah, that's the
And it's
eternal
like,
battle.
if you're not loud, if you're not in everybody's face, everybody's business, are you really Liberian?
right,
And it's like, I like
right.
to be to my, I love to look at the room. I love to scan the room. I like to find my people. Why can't I be a Liberian that's like that?
Right.
Like, why can't I? Why do I have to be loud? Why do I have to announce, when I'm coming?
Yeah. Right.
So I hear you, and I agree, because I've walked both sides. And this is what I've realized. We have to understand that, again, come outside. Because all what we're talking about is just stereotype based on different experience.
That's true.
Because like every culture, there's the hot people. Ain't no way you're a crew get and you ain't fired. They're still trying to figure out I'm crew. I ain't slapped nobody's daughter yet. You get what I'm saying?
Please don't.
So I
Discipline.
get it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I get it. But I think the more of us that can identify, the more version of us we can
I
see
like
to
that.
become.
I like that.
You get what I'm saying?
hmm
Okay. That's it. That's all I got.
I like that.
So we got to come outside, man.
Yes.
Because there's so many variety.
But you guys have to be open to people like me, though.
Yes. Come.
I'm open.
I'm open.
Look,
Girl.
I got a man's like, my man's is real queer. But I know
See, I don't even know what that means.
Queer is this.
Give me that definition.
All right, my definition of queer, he's not like, of course, we were all born here. I was born here.
Mhm.
You know, I got my little countryside. I'm deep into the culture, whatever. He's just, he's not as deep in the culture, but he knows some things. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bash him for it, you know what I'm saying, nothing like that.
Mhm.
But, he knows some things, but, big on series, colloquy, probably not the strongest, but
Yeah.
I know that's my Liberian friend.
Right.
And I feel like I'm open. If just be Liberian and we good.
We got
I don't
you.
care if you can't speak colloquy.
But
I
what
don't-
does being Liberian mean? Like,
Yeah.
are
that
you,
means
like,
your mind part Liberian. You got Liberian blood inside you. Anything else, whatever. But that's what I'm looking at, because it be like that. Like I made a post on TikTok. I was giving people TikTok, but I said, when you go to Liberia and you was born here, don't even bother trying to like force a colloquial to sound so hard and raw because it won't match.
Mhm.
You're not somebody who was born in Liberia or you lived there for about 10 to 15 years and came to the States. You lived in America your whole life. We speak Coloris. You feel me? We speak Coloris. Don't fight it.
What is Coloris?
Coloris, that colloquial with a series. Yeah, you feel me? You don't gotta
range. Depending on the amount of series.
Yeah, it has a range. I'm just saying, even when you go back, if you don't be discouraged, just talk. Just speak a little Coloris. You don't gotta sound like them because it will not you will not sound like that.
No.
At least to me. So I just feel as though I just think being a Liberian to me is either you was born there or your parents are Liberian. Just you're Liberian.
Yeah.
You don't really gotta do the most.
Embrace it.
Like you said, you don't gotta do the most.
Yeah.
But don't hide away from it. You feel me? If you're in rooms, at least
the version of a Liberian that you are. That's all.
Yeah, you to me, you're good.
Yeah.
You feel me? If you like to play the cut, if you're not big on colloquial, that is that. You feel what I'm saying? If you like Chick-fil-A above, Kasali, that is that.
Never.
The most fascinating thing about us, especially when it comes to the ones in Liberia, most of them, depending on which part of Liberia you are, how you grew up, your series, your English, your colloquial is different. Some of those children in Liberia never left. They speak better English than me. You seeing on this couch.
Yeah. Some little kids. I met this little girl. Her series is great.
You think she was born right here in Brooklyn? She would have the accent and everything. The mannerism and everything. So again, that's why I think a lot of Liberians, whatever version you are, come outside. We need to see what
just bring out.
Because we're just like pepper soup. All the meat there, we different in it. You feel me? So shout out to the fries. I really appreciate you coming, Miss Faith.
Yeah.
I have one last question. I have one more question on my question, Finny.
We got time. Yeah, look through.
We got time. Miss Faith.
Yes.
What was the inspiration behind this book and where you're trying to make sure it go to?
So it was just my lived experience, like I said, being in both the African-American community and then the Liberian community. I was able to really see a lot of our generational traumas and certain patterns that we needed to just put into the front, recognize it, and then heal from it. Because what you're going to be carrying, you'll have children, it'll pass that on, you'll pass that on. So that's kind of where it came from, seeing how our parents lived their life, seeing how that affected us. And now that we have the safe space, such as in the fries, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
So now we can start to make that change. We can start to advocate for that change and advocate for mental health. And so that's pretty much where it came from.
Because I know when I was talking about the book, I was really targeting our parents. To you, what was this book target for? Because I know, what I skimmed through, it seemed a little, not fully parent-based, but what I was seeing though is yo, I think some old heads need to tap into this shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? But for you, what was the wide range of target for you? Was it the older generation or for everybody?
Definitely the older generation.
I figured.
Because that's mostly where it stemmed from. They're the product of the war, you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why they behave the way they do. That's why they raised us the way they did. And that's why a lot of their diagnoses, too, are also hidden because they're not seeking the help that they need.
But let's talk about, post-war, though. Normal days.
That, too.
Even their parents.
That's what...
their
parents had a totally different Liberian experience.
Mm-hmm.
Before the 80s, Liberia was a different place. And after the 80s, that's when we just heard about these things.
Yeah.
It was a very different world. You're talking about a time where Liberia was the port outside to the Western world for most African countries. People came to get visas from our country to be able to come over here to America. We had the U.S. Army there. We was part of the war at defending big. We was part of the global conversation as the place
Firestorm.
Right. For everybody to come in Africa to come to the West. So to fall and so dramatically and with so much loss over the years, especially I think the mental part is what has kept us even where we're still at. And that's why I like these type of conversations, because the war has been over. Rwanda had a more terrible war. We're not
Definitely.
comparing,
Yeah.
you know, but they were able to rebuild, but we seem stuck.
Even
mental thing.
Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire,
Sierra Leone.
they're our neighbors. And,
You know, Guinea.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we just seem stuck. Holy Spirit had to stop me. I was about to say we just seem stuck on stupid.
Ugh.
Yeah, I definitely think it's just all upstairs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of, that's why I'm just so strong on utilizing resources, because we talk about the same things over and over.
Yeah.
We
Right.
already know what
The
the
problem
issue is.
Mhm.
So now are we going to actually do the work? You know, are we going to take that extra time out to go get that help?
Yeah.
Are we going to try to network with each other? Are we going to be accepting of other Liberians that are not loud and flashy? You know? So it's like, that's all it is at this point. We just now have to do the work. That's my main focus, because we already know. We know these things. We know our history.
Right.
We just need to acknowledge it, accept it, and be like, okay, what can I do now?
Facts. I definitely agree with you on like the acceptance part. I think everybody has accepted it. And I think in recent times, I've been coming across people who are tired of the excuse about the war.
Yes. Yep.
I'm on that team
Yeah,
too.
that's
Me
just
too.
no
I
hate.
think
Yep.
we should definitely just forget it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, no, let me
no,
not say
no,
forget it.
no,
Let me not say
no.
forget it. Sorry.
You
Sorry.
can't forget
That's all
it. You
right. That's
can't.
all right. Let me not say forget it. I
cannot.
mean, like, you know, accept it that it's happened.
Yep.
Because
Accept and
yeah,
appreciate.
yeah, accept
Yeah.
that it's happened. You know what I'm saying? Not forget it. Please, I was not there.
Because
Y'all who are
no
there, please, I
offense, we
beg you.
didn't go through the
I beg
war.
you.
Our
No.
parents did.
Yeah.
What we are trying to do is heal from the
From it.
things
Yeah.
that our parents put on us. That's
Yeah.
what we're trying
Without
to do.
forgetting.
Yeah.
And then
Because
once
if
you
we
heal,
forget,
Yeah, let's-
yes,
Sorry.
I agree. Don't
We're not
forget.
forgetting.
Can't
But
forget.
for me, let's not just keep
Yeah.
using it.
Yeah.
But it sometimes it kind of do be hard.
But it's not our lived experience.
It's
It's our
not.
parents'
It
lived
is.
experience.
It is.
We are here. We are the diaspora.
I'm not. Now
We
I'm
are
just speaking for
here.
those who
No, I get
been.
it.
I feel like even the younger people experienced it too, because a lot of these people was coming up. They were still in elementary. They were still in middle
So
school,
let me-
high
let-
school.
Let me say this, forgive me, but let me say this, right?
Mhm.
Liberia don't have the same trauma like most people. Let me explain. As a
In
woman,
Africa or
as a woman,
Mhm.
right? One of the things that we struggle with is this rape and grape situation that happened in Liberia up to this point.
Mhm.
It has been embedded into our culture in the way that we turn the
Let's
left
talk
eye,
about
but
it.
we forget the long trauma that comes with that.
Yep.
And those are the things that help us, that we use to raise our children. Those are the things we use to govern, and those same children govern our nations with it.
Mhm.
So the instability just from that one little part,
Mhm.
right? It cripples the entire mental health of the whole country.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So those are the core issues. Like till today, we're still having a conversation of consent in our society.
Do you know culturally what makes that acceptable is religion?
Of course.
It's
Yeah.
the church. No offense.
Let's
I'm
talk
so
about it.
sorry.
Relax,
It
bro.
is.
Talk about it.
That's
God-
what makes it
I thought the
acceptable.
fast session, like, bro.
Pastor
Yes.
said, "Oh, come to my house. Let me pray for you." Why you gotta get naked to pray for me?
And it's because
Like, let's
the
talk
culture
about
have
it.
made it okay, and we have celebrated the poverty.
And we haven't talked about it in public.
And now our girls and our boys are being robbed out of their youth.
Mhm.
And then we expect them to have morals and principles and discipline when there's no role model to show them that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the older people, older girls and older boys, are the ones that are keep teaching them the same circle.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
People grow up real fast.
Fast in Liberia.
Fast.
And let's also talk sexuality.
Exactly.
LGBTQRSTUV. It's in our community as well.
And it's
Yeah.
thriving.
All of
And
that is
it's
in
because
us.
of these different mental health issues that individually we're not addressing, acknowledging,
Yep.
or helping.
Yep.
So our problem
There's no
as a-
safe space. for it.
No.
There's none.
And now you got a lot of our churches are popping up, but they're not doing the work.
Nope. They're not really utilizing their own
resources.
Because the church can do a lot for the community
So
and their people.
much.
But
The
the people
church
that
can
they
get
want
funding
money,
for certain
what I
things to
said.
help the community and the people.
So how do we prioritize mental health in a way that we can break some of these barriers? Because we're not going to go nowhere if we're not going to fix this thing.
I honestly feel I think that process has already started.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just going to take a long time.
But that's okay.
I know it is okay. I'm just saying, I think the process is I think a lot of people actually try. I think people try to help. I think people try to dig into the mental aspects of Liberia and the Liberians. I think there's efforts being made. It's just, it's going to take time and stuff like that. Not everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. Like, some Liberians are just stuck in their ways. They just...
And that's okay. Sometimes you need an example of something not to be, you know? You don't want to be stuck, so that can be your example.
So I think the process has started. It's just going to take a long time, and who wants to take it and apply it to their life.
Yep.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to you, Faith. Thank you so much for this book. We definitely need to start rewriting this Liberian, this African, this personable story. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we are all part of a collective.
Okay. Have you always been into writing?
Yeah, I write a lot of poems.
Nice.
Like since how old?
Since I was a teenager.
That's dope.
Yeah. I have a lot of unwritten stuff that I feel more confident now to put out. So I definitely.
So what we look.
This is a great start, though.
Next is going to be a book of poems. It's called Open to the Atmosphere. So when I'm ready, I'll put that out there.
That's dope.
Thank you.
This is a great start.
Great start.
Yeah.
So there is a Liberian Association. I know they have like a union or like an organization, and you can definitely put this up there and get, because this is good resources, guys. And the more hands we can get on it, you know, the July 26th is coming up. Ellie is coming up. That's what we have to tap in. And my advice to a lot of us who are writing and doing these things, especially for the community, you got to come to the community.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you have to come to the people where the people are, because we cannot help them if we're not willing to meet them where they're at. They will not meet us in the middle. That's just the reality. No matter what market you go into. No matter what market you go into, and the Liberian market is no different. There are still people, they have other things they're paying their money for, their attention is towards, they got their own goals. So we have to meet them where they're at, especially if our goal is to help them with the products that we have. So congratulations, Miss Faith.
Thank you.
Shout out to the Kisi people, man. Get sure.
They get crew.
No, she said crew Kisi. They're the last thing that Kisi.
So hold on.
Wait,
I grew up knowing that I'm cruel.
Your part crew?
Yeah.
Then you crew.
Okay.
Done deal. She's crew, ladies and gentlemen.
Crew, I'm shout out to the crew people.
Done deal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, how can people reach you? How can people reach this book? Like,
so yeah, I'm on Instagram 2_F8. This book is going to be on Amazon, and I am going to put the link in my bio. So, it's dropping May 1st for Mental Health Month.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Perfect time.
Mental health month, man. That means call your therapist, lock it, get you on the point.
Don't follow behind your friend there for the whole month. Schedule a therapist session. 5, right?
Yes.
5. Leave your friend there. Go to the Papero Oma behind the desk.
Okay, do it. It's good for you, and good for your family, and it's definitely good for the Liberian community. We need some more sensible people inside there.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Let that pride go. Let that ego go and fly.
Who is willing to help you, and I promise you, no, ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Yeah, no one hurt.
It will not hurt you.
But guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Share the video. Use tap, send, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment. You retired now.
Yeah. So shout out to you, Miss Faith. Thank you so much for
Miss Fayiah.
Yo.
Miss Fayiah.
Thank you.
Fayiah. Oh, fire.
Let me see.
You guys are so cute.
Oh my God. Let you find and wash you. So
Wash your fire.
yes, man. So like, you hear that?
Wash your. Oh no, I hear you ball and wash your.
Fire like you have ball and wash you.
Eh.
I'm tired, man.
Oh, I'm tired, man.
No, what, I don't know it. Let's take a jacket for in my head.
I don't know what you talking about, my man.
Let's take a jacket also once, but I lie to you.
You choking me, man.
Oh yeah, when you choking me, you choking me.
Oh.
Cheese. What?
Oh, let's put this away.
So when I needle on no yet.
Eh?
I was trying
You
to
did a
be
good
quick.
job.
It was not working.